morning, friends. Welcome to Milan. Bit of a journey, really, because we had to de-ice the plane. We left a little late. We made it from the time, but the price you pay for flying EasyJet got the plane parked up steps at the very end of an almost completely defunct terminal. 10 minutes walk later, picked up Abigail from the baggage reclaim. Went to get, and then it transpired to get a train to central Milan. Had to get a free shuttle bus all the way around the airport. Malpensa, not the best airport. Renate is better. To get to a train station that had trains running. Got here, and I had ticked this out beforehand, but there's a strike. There are trains running. I've only got to wait 15 minutes. No ticket machines were running, so I'm not sure if we have to pay or not. But even after all, one thing you can take to the bank is that in this country, in Italy, even the coffee from a vending machine on a train station platform is really good. Yeah. Anyway, get back to you. Right, so while I have a few minutes, a travel hack, travel tip rather, really. So if you're traveling within Schengen, the Schengen deal for European countries, as opposed to what's classified as international travel, the rules are different. So there's no passport control, there's no customs. I swear I saw a guy walking off the plane with a joint in his mouth. Anyway, but also it means that the rules for security are different. And so knowing that, obviously, I walked onto the EasyJet flight with a full flask of tea, a full flask of water, and a wok-in fried rice meal in my bag, because who wants to pay EasyJet for shitty sandwiches? So I'm pretty well sorted out, but I am looking forward to a decent plate of Milanese pasta. Oh yes. Anyway, so the saga continues. The train turned up, ran over time, and then guys got on saying that it was shut down at this station. I was told there was a bus. The bus is only for people with valid train tickets. I did not have one, and it's impossible to obtain one on this station. So now I'm going into Terminal 1 to a different bus company. I'll keep you posted. Oh God, that was good. Right. So when you, hell of a journey to get here. I mean, don't get me wrong, for a guy like me an hour's delay is kid stuff, but rail strikes, got the bus to the centre. I thought, fuck it, get a taxi and then check in. Gotta find some food, walk into a Roman restaurant, sit down. Almost, I mean, the outside's closed. One table inside. Boss comes up. I don't even look at the menu. I order a carbonara and a half-litre jug of Vino Rosso in my heavily accented Italian. He just grins, shakes my hand. And the young lady, the waitress, then just puts a bag of fresh bread and on the table for me to, I mean, obviously it's not going to cost them anything, but there you go, have that. Every time I hit Italy, which has been very regularly of late, the last few years, every time I land here or arrive here, I'm reminded of how much I've missed it. That was an amazing carbonara. Oh, so good. Anyway, I am now revitalized, shall we say. Gonna go back my dorm, 4-bed dorm. Currently, I am the only occupant, which is nice. I'm tired, but now in a good way. So I'm gonna go back. It's 25 past 11. I have to work in the morning. But tomorrow is a fairly easy day. Really. just work and go into central Milan. I know a few places, obviously, and yeah, take some video of the Duomo for Beth, and have myself a nice old day. Wednesday, I'm going to Genoa and back. Anyway, I hope you're grinning.
Right outside my window.
Afternoon, friends. So behind me there, you just saw a bit of it, we're very close to the US Embassy, and it's a pro-democracy and freedom in Iran protest, which I'm very much in favor of course. I have a good friend of mine, her name is Pardes Mohammed. She lives in Shiraz in Iran and is a 21st century woman in a very difficult situation, of course. So while I'm in absolute favor of the separation of church and state and the reinstitution of a less restrictive rule in Iran, there are also signs being somewhat inexplicably, to my mind, pro-Donald Trump. I think the idea was that he had made a promise and now it's time to save the people of Iran. I would be hesitant in assuming that Donald Trump would save his own children if they were on fire and he had a bucket of water, if it didn't benefit him. But hopefully something good will come out of it. Hello, friends. So here we are again. The Duomo, Milan Cathedral. Now, if anyone would like a tour and an in-depth run-through of dates and construction methods and timings and all the rest, can happily go back and watch my previous Milan video in which I went around the entire place. It is absolutely stunning. It is vast. I am not even kidding, man. Inside, it's a stadium. It can hold a stadium's worth of people. 40,000 people can enter and worship at the same time. It is just incredible. Anyway, I'm in the centre of town, having worked rather hard actually today, and I'm about to have a walk around in the centre, have me some pasta, or maybe a pizza. Yeah, who knows? Yeah. Okay, fine, so a detail or two, but still go and watch my Milan video because it's awesome. So, the groundbreaking on the original building began in 1386, long time ago, and it wasn't actually completed until 1965, nearly 600 years later, when they took the perfectly serviceable wooden doors off and put these rather lovely bronze doors on, and that was the completing touch. I'll give you a walk around in a second. Like I say, the scale is just immense, absolutely immense. Like I say, Red, absolutely vast. Oh, so beautiful. I do love this place. So, again, in lieu of my previous Milan video, please go and check it out. That is the Galleria, which is pretty much the OG gangster shopping mall. It is also, I wouldn't go cyclopean in scale, but it's pretty big. kind of a cross shape, and has Prada and LV and Fendi on the internal corners. Galleria, yeah, became synonymous with mall. You seen Terminator 2? Yeah. The T-1000 going, the Galleria? Yeah. OG shopping mall. Love it. So this rather cool mosaic, actually, SPQR, as erudite people will know, that stands for Senatus Populusque Romanus in Latin, the Senate and people of Rome. Obviously before Julius Caesar did his thing. Anyway, this is one of my favorite places, Libreria Bocco. It is a 250-year-old bookshop. I would go in, but there appears to be a rather attractive model in a grey suit having a photo shoot right now, so I'll refrain. I mean, obviously, it's kind of part museum, but worth it. Now, as you would expect, the cathedral is always under renovation, because it's like the Golden Gate Bridge. By the time they've finished going around it once, they have to start again. And that set of scaffolding has been up for at least 18 months, because that's the last time I was here. I could do without the burger adverts, quite frankly, but you can't have everything. Close up of the marble cladding. Right, so just walking all the way around the cathedral now to get a few videos. Then I'm going to go to a small restaurant I know. It's not too far away, and it's non-Duomo prices, if that makes sense. Nice place. And I'm going to have to invest in one of those camera grip doohickeys for my phone, because new phone, of course, as you can tell from the dual capture. I have a hydrogel screen protector on it, which is very good. I got sick and tired of tempered glass cracking all the entire time. But it does mean that my manual with my fingertips zoom in and zoom out is too slick. It's not working. So I'm going to invest in a grip thing. So yeah. All right, friends. So, kind of struck out at my restaurant. The prices have gone up substantially. I imagine the reason was that it was reasonably priced, always full, and the food was very good. So also, after having established itself, it raised the prices to close to Duomo levels. So what I did, got myself a half price at this time of the evening salmon bagel from the place across the way, and I'm going to find a restaurant probably in my local area of Trovati for a 30% discount compared to what I would pay here. Anyway, and that is what I was waiting for. Now it's dusk. They turned on the lights. Ugh, such an amazing building. Those stained glass windows, if you think about the scale of the place, that these windows in the rear facade are just monumental. Now, my previous time here, I did, I think, 3 entire videos just on this building. Now, you don't owe me anything, of course, but you owe it to yourselves to go and watch them, because it's just so beautiful inside. The lights just came on now. I was hoping to get a video of the stained glass windows lit up just slightly from the inside, but I missed my chance. But yeah, isn't it beautiful? Right, so almost with my walk around the building now. A couple of random thoughts about Milan that always kind of strike me. The first is, let's face it, redundant, because this is Milan. Everyone is so well dressed. Everyone is so fashionably dressed and tricked out. And there's me in my uncle's green Berghaus parka, Thank you for recommending that, Ma. Because it's very toasty warm, but functional, shall we say. I've seen so many gorgeous overcoats today. It's incredible. And the other one is just a weird observation, really. The demographic, the proportion of female to male police officers. It seems to be 1 in 4, 1 in 3, just walking around, and you notice, which is cool. Anyway, out front now, just about to get a video in of the front facade, as it were, all lit up. And then I'm going to head off and get some food. Anyway, oh, and you may have noticed the dual capture feature on my new phone, which rocks. I just uncharacteristically took a wrong turn in the Duomo metro station and stopped dead and went full Gandalf. I have no memory of this place. So just a quick one. I mentioned a little while ago that I didn't go to the restaurant in the Duomo because the prices had gone up, and I was going to find somewhere in my local area to eat with relatively cost effectively. And I caught myself thinking I should just go back to that place from last night, the Roman place, because it was brilliant. And then on my way back, I swung past a potential vape shop, but the protest from earlier had the roads around the US Embassy blocked off. So I looked on Google Maps, I found another one to go to, started walking, and realised I was on the same street as the Roman restaurant. So I think I'm going to call that fate. I thought better of that decision. Twice in 2 days is a little bit decadent, so I went to the supermarket, and this being Italy, picked up some fresh pasta, some fresh pesto, some ridiculously cheap Parmigiano Reggiano, a bottle of Chianti, and some decent bread. Just going to cook for myself and then go to the restaurant tomorrow night, which is my last night in Milan. I'm responsible. When you stumble across a church just around the corner from your hostel, it's really very nice. Such a shiny floor. I don't think that the Almighty would mind me walking in here with bread and wine in my hand, considering.